Yeah, it was a pretty good take.
The drum take was good.
All right. For this project that I'm working on with Taylor Hawkins, the drummer from the Foo Fighters, we're setting up his drums with 2 complete sets of microphones. The main set is the workhorse mics that I would typically use on any session, and then I've got another set of around 60 microphones that I brought from the Mic Museum, and there's a lot of historic mics, there's some unusual technology there, and we're able to do all this because we have an I/O that handles everything. This one I/O by Antelope, it's the Galaxy, really just replaces everything in this rack. You get 128 channels of Pro Tools processing. The sky's the limit with this thing. It's a monster. So we have our mics coming back on this massively giant analog console. It's a Neve 8078. And it's so big that I can have 2 completely different microphone setups on Taylor's kit. He'll just play the song once, but I have 2 completely different setups for mics. And my workhorse mics are on this end. And then down here are the alternate mics, the museum mics and the historic mics that are more unusual. And then in the middle, I have my returns from Pro Tools, so I can listen and adjust as we're recording. Also, I've got inline, I'm using more mic pre's stacked on top of my monitoring so that I could get all these mics in the session. It's a big setup, which has at least 40 mics on the drums. The Galaxy handles everything flawlessly. There's no jittering, there's no clocking issues, there's no synchronization issues. It's all just straight in and out. Plus I have all this processing power on board with DSP and FPGA processing. So I can actually record my tracks with plug-in processing, and it's committed to track on the way in, which is the way I love to record. Now, the great thing about the Antelope, the Galaxy, is that it has everything on board that I need to set up an immersive mix system, because it has Dante, it has all the digi connections with Pro Tools, it has AES EBU, plus just the processing power is immense in this one unit, 2U unit. I'm looking forward to taking the Galaxy home with me so that I could set it up in my studio. We have a lot of drum mics here on this drum kit. Just to go through the high points, I'll say that the widest part of the room, I have a pair of Royer 122 microphones, which are modern ribbons that are very, very nice. Then I have on the overheads, here's my C24, which is a vintage Austrian mic. But I also have these Antelope Edge mics, and these are modeling mics. And they sound so good and are so versatile that I've really just muted the AKG C24. And we're just using the Antelope mics for the overheads to capture the whole picture here. So I can try different types of microphones with the plug-in as I'm recording, and I can commit those while I'm recording. As well, I can take it later and continue to try different sounds with the Antelope Edge until I get something that I really, really like. Sounds good, huh?
Sounds cool.
Sounds fucking great.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. All right.
It was a rad drum sound. So, do we have the ability to go into some of the other takes and pick fills and
Yeah,
things from here and
absolutely.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few cock-ups in that one too, but just a few things.
Yeah, yeah.
But What do you think of the feel?
I love that. It
good.
sounds
It's-
good. Yeah.
fun.
I really do need to know where the vocals lay in it.
Okay.
So as soon as we get a good cut, or if we
yeah.
pick that as the main take,
Okay.
then I'd like you to just throw down a vocal. We could do it right in here if you'd like.
Okay.
All right. Good.
No worries.
Cool.
I'm not afraid. I'll do that for you.
All right. Nice.
Well, do you want to edit the track right now? Do you
Yeah.
want me to bail and let you do it, or do you want me to do it with you?
Well, why don't you take a break?
Okay.
And I'm going
Take a
to, I'll see about like getting this ready.
All right.
And then I'll just get a mic, and if you could just throw down a vocal for me, and then I'll do the edit.
Got it.
Okay,
I like
take a
it.
break. Thank you.
Awesome.
Sounds so good.
Fucking great.
Man, that's one of the raddest fucking drum sounds I've ever had.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah. But what's unbelievable is that we have the ability to fill this whole console and record everything at the same time without like syncing anything up.
Right.
You know, like having to sync like a whole rack of
Yeah.
IOs.
Yep.
It's just fucking
More
great.
seamless that way.
Amazing. It was a star-studded event, but you know what? The real star of the show was this Antelope IO. And let me just say that this one thing, 2 units, handled everything that we needed in the session, and it was a big session. There were 40 mics on the drums. This is a beautiful unit, and I can't wait to take it home.